Hello students, my name is Dev Kumar Sharma. I am from Success Mantra Educate, Jalandhar, Punjab, India. Dear students, we are making a lot of videos for you, especially for your IELTS exam. And in this series, today we are having the 121st video, which we are going to discuss about your IELTS writing. Okay, we are going to discuss about IELTS writing, especially academic task 1. Okay. In this, we are going to discuss something about process, how it is to be written. So there are some basics which we need to be very clear before writing the process. Okay, so we will be discussing. Let us start the video. First of all, dear students, this type of assignment is quite different from other type of task 1. The reason being, basically the processes are written particularly in the present tense only. So I'll discuss about the issues related to this and the basic tips. Okay, please remember it is always written in the present tense. Okay, you can use present indefinite, you can continuous perfect or perfect continuous. What is this? The next tip, which is for the process, basically we should try to write in the passive format of tense. Passive format of tense, right? Do not say the sentences directly, or we have to use passive. If I talk about the passive, we may have some special video regarding passive. So in basically passive, SMR is followed by third form of verb and by also, right? So these are the two basic things that we need to keep up. Okay, as we know that as in the other tasks, we have to write it in total 4 paragraphs. Okay, total 4 paragraphs. I will tell you the best introduction about this, that what is to be written, what is not to be written, right? In this particular example, we have the two different processes, right? We may get like this also, or we may get exclusively like this. What is the biggest challenge in this? The challenge is writing 150 words. There is a great challenge. Sometimes your process is extremely less, right? The data is very short, then it is very difficult to complete your 150 words. So in that case, we need to have the fillers, and I'll make another video especially for your fillers also, what fillers we can add, especially in case of process. Okay, so we have to write the 4 paragraphs. The paragraph 1 will be starting will be with the intro. Now what is to be written in intro? Now in intro, we have to understand first that basically there are 2 types of processes, right? This seems to be quite amazing for you, because you might be listening to it first time. Basically there are 2 types of processes. How it is? Processes can be natural, okay, and processes can be man-made. See guys, in the whole world, there are only 2 types of processes. Either the process is made by us, or it is by nature, right? So first we have to identify what type of process it is, right? It is not a natural. Cement production is never natural. It is a man-made product. So we have to use either natural or man-made, but in this case we will use the word man-made. Okay, the second type of process, it can be cyclic or it can be linear. Now what is cyclic? Cyclic means it is moving in a circular shape. It will come back to its original position again. And what is linear? Linear means it will never come back into its original position, right? So by the time now you understood that this is a linear process, it is not a cyclic. You add limestone and clay, you do some process and cement is made, and from cement again limestone cannot be made. That's why it is known as the linear process. My dear students, this man-made or natural or cyclic or linear, you have to mention in the introduction, right? If I say about introduction about this, first I will add the presented process is a man-made linear process of manufacturing of cement, right? This will be my first line of introduction. I will tell you a type of this process it is, what it is. Generally students don't write this straight away, either this is a process. So we are going to add something. That's why success mantra is quite different, because we give you something special which you are not known earlier, right? So you have to write it. This is the first gem which you got it now. And in introduction, first we will have to write only 1 or 2 lines. First is type, right? And plus its topic, means process of making cement or cake or whatever it is. Second line should be the number of stages. This is very, very important to write, right? So here if I calculate this, we have to calculate the number of stages. Oh, okay, we'll leave this right now. We will discuss only about the one. Okay. So these are different stages. This is first stage, mixture is second stage, third is stage, fourth stage, fifth stage. So these are 5 different stages. Okay. So we have to write it has 5 different stages. And third, which required in the introduction, it starts from which stage and it ends with which stage. So things are quite clear. It is just a matter of not more than 25 to 30 seconds to write your introduction. The present process is a man-made linear process of making cement, right? It starts with lime cone and clay mixture, and finally it ends with the packaging. And the number of stages are totally 5. This is my introduction is. Now, suppose there are 2 stages, there are 3 stages, there are 4 stages. We have to divide it into the 2 equal parts, right? Suppose there are 5 number of steps. We can write 3 in the starting, we write 3 in the 2 in the ending part, right? That will become our BP1 and BP2. It should be little bit of balance. Now, what the things we need to keep in our mind? We need to first understand the whole process. That means what is going inside, what is coming outside, right? Then once we are moving from one stage to another, please remind it yourself, when we move from one stage to another, we need to add some connector in it. That connectors we know, what we call it CC, cohesion and cohesiveness. So we have to read further to it, next to it, moreover, probing further, whatever you use it, okay? As your teachers told, please use those words. But my request is only this, that in the first stage, we should write at the first stage, whatever happening, we have to do. And in the last stage, we have to write lastly, right? So in this case, we have 5 different stages. So first stage I will write with firstly, and last stage I will write with the lastly, and I just need 3 connectors, right? So there will not be any repetition. Please do not use word firstly, secondly, thirdly, fourthly, fifthly. Firstly it's okay, lastly it's okay, and rest general connectors in between. Because firstly, secondly, thirdly, it is quite outdated pattern of writing, and we may not be getting good scores in this, right? Till now you have interest in my video, that's why you are watching right now. Please subscribe and give me your compliments and comments, how best I can serve you. Okay, now in the first stage, what is happening here? So I'll start my BP1 like this. In the first stage, limestone and clay both are going to the crusher. That's all, stage is over. Then further to it, the material is being shifted to the mixer. People say that it is shifted to mixture. Please say that it is shifted to mixture unit, okay, or mixture cell. Assume these 5 stages are just like 5 different rooms where the material is being shifted, right? So sometimes we need to say about material, sometimes we need to change its name. I cannot say that in all 5 stages material. So I need to have some word power. So I'll use in the BP, I will use word material. In the second I can use the word stuff, okay. In the third I can use the word ingredients as per situation I can use. So please prepare 6 to 7 words like this so that you can easily say. Now it has 5 different stages, okay. So in that case, first I can write in the first stage, second I will write cell, third I will write unit, fourth I will like level, right? So we have to use these type of words. It seems to be very odd when we are very flatly writing material goes to mixture, then it go to rotating heater. Rotating heater itself is a complete unit, okay, that we need to understand. So material word is there, stuff is there, ingredients there. In that case you can words for stages, you can use word stage, cell, unit, level. As I am telling to you, if you write this thing and you compare your old written, there will be hell of difference. The third thing which is very important here is to understand that what are the things are going inside the process and what things are coming outside of the process, right? Luckily in this process nothing is going inside or nothing is coming out, but the arrows they are mentioning here, these are very important. Arrows are very important. You cannot leave any percentage, you cannot leave any time. So what generally data they give, they can give you time, okay, they can give you some quantity in terms of grams, ml or kilograms or something like that. So they add something or they take out something. Each and everything has to be written, and for God's sake do not assume anything from your side. We may have better knowledge than examiner. If they are giving the process of cake, they have written some wrong stage, please do not use your own knowledge. Whatever written in the process, we have to follow it. What I mean to say, in the last stage they have written here grinder, right? If they say something here mixture, and I know it is a grinder as per my knowledge, but they have written mixture, please forget about your knowledge. Follow what the instructions are given in this process, right? Now we can write stage 1, 2, and one more word power is required. I cannot every time write the material goes, I cannot write goes, so I need some words. Then we can use word shifts, transfers, like that, 6 to 7 words. This transitional words you need to keep in your mind if you want to write the good process, right? So three things I have given you very importantly. First is material, stuff, ingredients. Second, you need to define the different type of stages, cell, units, and goes to this. Now the problem comes with your summary. Repeatedly I tell to my students, please do not write overview or summary at number 2. Those at number 2 we can write the summary for line chart, we can write summary for pie chart, table chart, or basic charts, right? For process I need not to write overview on the second stage, I will write the overview at the last. My students have almost fixed overview, right? In overview what we say, or in summary what we say, the things are quite common. What we say, to summarize, manufacturing of whatever it is, manufacturing is a very complex and multi-stage process where each and every stage is extremely crucial. To summarize, dash 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 is a very complex and multi-stage process where each and every stage is very crucial. If one stage stops working, whole process will stand still. My dear students, if you can write the better summary than this, please write. Otherwise, follow it. This is totally fixed. Your introduction is almost fixed. What you just need to do, that the basics you have to add upon this. That's all, nothing much. And before I leave this video, one master tips for this, okay? Before time, please write at, okay? Sorry, my mistake, for 20 minutes. For time, please add the preposition before it for 20 minutes. And if you're going to define the temperature, please write at 30 degrees centigrade. Please remember these two prepositions which are very very important for this, and try to use as passive as you can to get the better scores. For more details, if you still need some doubts, my mobile number is already here. You can call me at any time, free of cost. Take my advice or suggestions, whatever you feel, right? And give yourself best. I think after watching this video, you will not have much queries about it, that how to be written, what to be written. If you like my videos, kindly subscribe to my channel so that I serve you best. Take care of you. Have a nice weekend. Take care. Bye bye.